Mr. Gowda, the Congress says that he was a deserving ruler. Why not, in his memory, erect the statue? What's wrong? Ask Siddaramaiah, a former Chief Minister of the state, someone who hopes to be the Chief Minister of the state if the Congress comes to power in the elections next year.
See, let's understand what are the facts about Tipu. Tipu, he himself has written several letters, then to the Ottoman Sultan, who was also the Khalifa of the Muslim world, right, stating that how many people he has killed because they did not convert, or how many people forcefully has converted, and how many people he has troubled if they did not follow Islam. He himself has written all this letter starting from 1782 when he took over the throne until 1795. Almost everybody blocked him. He died in 1799. Till then, 1795, he was writing letters continuously to Ottoman Empire Sultan, who was a Khalifa, and all these things was recorded and collected letters. And even, in fact, there were a lot of letters written between the Khalifa and the Nawab of Hyderabad, stating that all these atrocities are not acceptable even by the Muslim Islamic world, and the Muslims did not agree to all these things. So all these things, letters were made as a book and released in Lahore University in 1972. Why can't Congress not read all these things? Congress, why do they want to? See, just because Veer Savarkar had written one apologetical letter, they say that he's a controversial figure. Tipu himself has written saying that I have killed so many people and I have converted so many people. Why can't Congress read all these things? Congress does not have any face to get their votes. That is why they are using Tipu Sultan to get the votes of minorities. And minorities also in Karnataka are now intelligent enough to understand Congress and Congress leaders, all these nonsense things, including Tanveer Seth or Siddaramaiah.
Right.
And let's understand, before Siddaramaiah, did anybody glorify Tipu? Nobody glorified. They just said that whatever is there in the history, let it be there. But the divider Siddaramaiah wants to glorify Tipu only because of the votes. And
right, so it's just pandering to a certain vote bank. Ms. Ballal is the allegation against you, and we've seen the kind of uproar the BJP has raised over Tipu Sultan from 2017. That's when it began, when Siddaramaiah was the Chief Minister and the Congress was in power in the state.
Good evening, Poonam. I think BJP has very conveniently forgotten Mr. Yediyurappa has participated in the Tipu Jayanti, and so has Jagdish Shettar, who is another Chief Minister of BJP. Both of them have participated in the Tipu Jayanti. Having said that, Tipu Sultan was a ruler of Mysore at a certain point of time in the history of this nation. He has fought against the British. Now, if BJP is seeking reparations for the same, here is a question to the BJP. There are millions of Jains who were converted, who were killed in the genocide, sir, in Indian history. Are you going to give reparations for the Jains? Are you also going to return those temples to the Jains in these current days and times? Isn't it time for India to be looking ahead and deciding the current day issues and challenges and talking about it, rather than raising questions about historical figures? And BJP always has a problem, bringing out a past history and claiming, hey, you know what, this has happened 400 years ago and we seek reparations. Now, my question is, we have had rulers from the current day India's other parts of current day India who have come to Karnataka and raided the temples, they looted the temples of Karnataka, present day Karnataka. Will there be reparations? Will BJP stop adoring those icons of BJP? Will they say we will not worship these icons anymore? I'm sure the BJP spokesperson, Mr. Gowda, is aware of who I'm talking about, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, who is revered in Maharashtra, who is revered in parts of Karnataka, who is an icon for BJP, is a very well-known fact. It is part of Indian history that he has looted even Sringeri temple. Now the question is, what is BJP going to say about that? Or will BJP talk about the death threat that has come to our former minister, Mr. Priyanka Kharge today? Are they going to talk about the 500 rupees that was promised to the laborers to attend Modi's program, which was not paid to the laborers? This is the issue that we should be talking about.
So who really is fooling the public, Mr. Gowda? Because clearly a lot is lost in discussing issues that perhaps are not pertinent to the voter. And given that we are going into an election year, aren't there other issues that we must talk of? Issues that matter to the last man on ground, Mr. Gowda?
No.
See, what is the point is, Poonam, see, what was the first Anglo-Mysore war? Tipu had fought, Hyder Ali and Tipu had fought 5 wars, including the Maratha war in 1787. Probably Lavanya Ballal has not read the history well. Second
have read it
Anglo-Mysore
enough,
was fought with Portuguese with the help of British against Portuguese by Tipu and Hyder Ali together. And do you think that he fought against British only in the third Anglo-Mysore war after losing the battle in Maratha war? And what they are quoting, Sringeri temple attack, it was in 1787 where Marathas had wanted to attack Mysore because of the atrocities created by Tipu on Hindus. And
So
that
why
is
did
why
he loot
they have
the
taken a
temples,
shelter
sir?
almost. No, 1 second, Lavanya. 1 second. I kept quiet. I was just raising my hand. I did not stop you from speaking whatever you want. See, let me just complete it. In Sringeri, even Marathas had taken a shelter, and in between, Tipu went and said that I will take a shelter inside the temple, and that is why whatever the gift he had given to the temple, he had given. And remember, there is no record which says that temple was looted. Yes, ordinary people who were supporting Tipu, they were looted in certain parts by Marathas. It's a recorded history. I am not going to say no to it. And I will also acknowledge that Tipu's contribution to the sericulture of Karnataka is definitely there. But that does not discount that his atrocities on Hindus and the common people. He himself has written 70,000 Roman Catholics, almost 30,000 were killed, and many people have been married to his soldiers. He himself has written 40,000 Vakkaligas, he gives account, 12,000 Nayaka boys, almost 32,000 Lingayat boys, and 12,000 Malabar Brahmins. And he himself writes, in Coorg, I have killed more than 24,000. But actual recorded thing is, it comes to around 2,400. He himself has glorified his killings. We are not going to say anything. But why do Congress wants to pick Tipu?
Right, Ms. Ballal, before I come back to you for a rebuttal, Mr. Gowda, I just want to ask you one question. Mr. Gowda, I just want to ask you one question. Is this the party stand, or is this does this divide the party as well? Because just 2 days ago, we had an MLC of the Karnataka BJP come out and say that you can't sideline what he's done as far as the fight against British is concerned. He was really the tiger of Mysore. Is what a BJP MLC said 2 days ago.
No, 1 second, Poonam. I have already said that his contribution towards the sericulture is definitely there. We are not going to deny that to Karnataka's growth of sericulture. That part is definitely there. But that does not discount his atrocities, what letters he has written. And
so then if there is some contributions that you can talk of, then what's wrong in having a statue?
No. Poonam, see, let's understand. See, Islam does not allow statue of anybody, anyone, including Paigambar. Is there a statue of Paigambar anywhere in the world? There is no statue. Why do they want to bring the statue? Just to counter Okkaliga and saying that because
so it's a Kempe Gowda versus Tipu fight that we are seeing going into elections next year.
Tipu to the death.
Right, and that comparison is also being made in the last 24 hours that we've seen the kind of narrative that has come out of the state. Mr. Gowda, do stay on with me. I just want to get in Ms. Ballal to come out with a rebuttal as well. I'll come back to you.
Let me just complete it.
I just want to say Congress acknowledges the fact that the current day India is a concept that came in the 20th century and not before 1857. Earlier rulers, there were massacres, there were genocides in different parts of India of different religions, and we acknowledge that all the historical figures have been. I'm sorry,
Mr. Gowda, I'll give you your time to rebut. Mr. Gowda, I'll give you your time to rebut. Ms. Ballal, go ahead. Finish your point.
Yes, it is part of the recorded history, even in southern India, the genocide of Jains. I can give you historical books, Mr. Gowda, where Jains were killed for not converting. Now, my question is, will BJP also speak up for the Jains of India and say all people who were forcibly converted from Jainism to Hinduism must do a Garvapsi? Will you also be giving all the temples back? Having said that, Poonam, let me make it very clear. The agenda of Congress party is to be a developed state, developed nation. We will be a forward-thinking party, and we will not go back and question historical figures, distort historical facts for our own agenda to gain votes. That is what BJP has been consistently doing, that they will pick up issues, they will distort the facts, they will think, okay, we are going to emotionally blackmail people and force them to vote. What Mr. Gowda has failed to answer right now is the death threat of shooting to Mr. Karge by the BJP leader, one Mr. Manikant Rathod. He is not responding to that. Neither is